Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, huge mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. A 31-year-old Kailua Kona man died Thursday afternoon after his car was involved in a single-vehicle collision in Puna. Ashton Martinez was driving on Kahakai Boulevard near Hawaiian Beach at about 3:30 when his 2008 Honda Civic crossed into oncoming lanes and veered off the road. The car struck a mailbox and chain link fence before coming to a stop. Police said Martinez was unresponsive at the scene and he was later pronounced dead at Hilo Medical Center. A 30-year-old man who was riding in the car with Martinez was not injured in the collision. An autopsy has been scheduled to determine the exact cause of Martinez's death, and the East Hawaii Traffic Enforcement Unit is investigating. Martinez is the 14th person to be in a traffic-related incident on the Big Island this year. Anyone with information about the crash is asked to call Officer Blaine Matsui at 808-961-2339 or Crime Stoppers at 808-961-8300. Honolulu police are searching for two men who allegedly robbed a 67-year-old man in Salt Lake Thursday night. The suspects pulled a gun on the victim on Ukana Street in a residential neighborhood at about 10:30. They made off with money and a backpack. A first-degree robbery investigation has been opened, but no arrest has been made as of this morning. One of the suspects is described as a man in his 30s to 40s who was wearing a yellow shirt, green vest, and blue shorts at the time of the robbery. The other suspect is thought to be in his 40s and was wearing a light blue shirt and blue jeans. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 808-955-8300. Meanwhile, police arrested a 36-year-old woman after she allegedly hit a 29-year-old woman with a baseball bat in Waikiki early today. The two were arguing on Kona Avenue at about 2 o'clock when the quarrel escalated and one woman hit the other with a bat. The victim suffered head injuries and was taken to a hospital in serious condition. Police arrested the suspect on suspicion of second-degree assault. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is investigating a string of mysterious pediatric hepatitis cases that have affected children in 25 states and territories. Health officials are currently investigating 109 cases in the U.S., with 5 reported deaths so far. The CDC says 14% of patients needed liver transplants. Officials have not been able to narrow down a cause, but about half of the suspected cases were linked to adenovirus. Jay Butler is the CDC's Deputy Director for Infectious Diseases. Butler said disease trackers don't know if the hepatitis cases under investigation are directly caused by adenovirus, an immune reaction, or an infectious or environment factor. Adenovirus is a pathogen that can lead to acute gastroenteritis or the stomach flu, but was only thought to cause hepatitis in children with underlying conditions. The U.S. cases could be linked to more than 200 unexplained pediatric hepatitis cases that recently cropped up around the world. The endangered Hawaiian monk seal population has surpassed 1,500 for the first time in more than 20 years. According to new estimates from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the total seal population for 2021 was 1,570, up from 1,435 in 2019. The increase marks a positive change for the endangered marine mammals, which experienced decades of population decline. At one point, Hawaiian monk seal numbers in the northwestern Hawaiian Islands were dropping at a rate of more than 4% a year. But since 2013, the population has grown at a rate of 2%, according to NOAA estimates. The 2021 growth was widespread, with increases in both the Papahanaumokuakea Marine National Monument in the northwestern Hawaiian Islands and the main Hawaiian Islands. The Rainbow Warriors are set to defend the title as NCAA men's volleyball champions. The University of Hawaii pulled out a 5-set win over Ball State Thursday to win a spot in the championship game. It took 2 hours and 43 minutes for the Warriors to rally past the tournament's second seed in front of a friendly crowd at UCLA's Pauley Pavilion. Spyros Chakas and Dimitrios Malklias each put down 19 kills for the Warriors. Hawaii is looking to become the 5th consecutive team to win back-to-back championships. UH handled BYU in straight sets to become NCAA champs in 2021, but the Warriors face tough opponent going into their 3rd consecutive championship match. They will meet Big West rival and tournament number 1 seed Long Beach State in tomorrow's final. Long Beach beat UCLA at the 2018 championship and topped Hawaii in 2019. The title match kicks off at 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.